Identify and understand your fear. What is fear? FEAR. It's an abbreviation for false evidence appears real. Fear is not real. It's an illusion, something we make up in our minds. It's a product of our imagination. Will Smith once said, "The only place that fear can exist is in our thoughts of the future." It is a product of our imagination, causing us to fear things that do not at present and may not ever exist. So what is keeping you from going after that dream? I need you to take some time for some self-reflection so you can understand what exactly about success scares you. Is it fear of responsibility or fear that you might not be able to handle all of the responsibilities that are placed on you? Is it fear of change, or is it because you don't want to leave your comfort zone? Do you have fear of judgment, or is it because you have imposter syndrome and fear that people are going to find out that you don't really know what you're doing and you are just making things up as you go? What is scaring you? Write down your fears. Take 20 minutes to yourself and really go back in time and figure out the root cause and what this fear truly is. Now, when you figure out what this fear is, this false evidence that appears real, I need you to challenge it. Challenge your limiting beliefs. Now, you might be asking, how do I challenge these beliefs? Question the evidence. Challenge the evidence supporting your limiting beliefs. Ask yourself if there is any concrete evidence of these beliefs, or are they based on assumptions, perceptions, or fear? For example, are you afraid people are going to leave your life once you do become successful because they are envious? Well, do you really think that people in your life would do that to you? Have they shown signs that they would leave, or is it just your negative thinking and assumptions? If you believe that they would leave, why do you have them in your life anyways? If your limiting beliefs involve catastrophic thinking, challenge the worst case scenario. Consider more realistic and balanced outcomes. Break down the situation into manageable parts and evaluate the likelihood of each scenario. Next is visualize success. You might sit back and think that your dreams are so big that it feels impossible to achieve. Well, that's because you haven't yet set back and envisioned yourself succeeding. Visualizing success will rewire your brain to associate success with positive emotions rather than fear. I personally always daydream about my life if I was rich, successful, and had a big mansion. I imagine what my day in the life would be, and I try to be as detailed as possible, from what I would wear, what brand my car would be, how often I would vacation. I am so delusional that I wake up every day thinking I am Emily in Paris. You could ask me, "Devin, do you have a private plane?" And I would tell you yes. I would tell you yes. I have a private plane in my head. It's a very nice plane with a light pink interior. I have a butler named Pierre who brings me caviar and warm nuts. I fly my friends out to South Africa every other weekend so we can go shopping. I am a delusional queen, okay? And you could be a delusional queen too. And the more you visualize your success, you become used to it. You become hungry for it. You're going to sit here and say, you know what? I am tired of visualizing my success. Let me take action. Imagine never having to wake up and go to your job ever again because you decided to apply for that job you swore you were not qualified for. Imagine waking up in a beautiful home that is nicely decorated and you can call it your own instead of your parents because you decided to go out and buy a house. Imagine being able to wake up whenever you wanted because you decided to start working on that business and now you own a multi-billion-dollar company and you can create your own hours. Oh, Devin, there are so many people out there who own a business. What makes mine so special? Because those people aren't you. You bring something to the table that nobody else can, because nobody, and I truly mean nobody, has walked the path you have. Nobody has walked through life with your eyes. Only you have, and nobody can take that away from you. You bring something unique. I don't know what that is, and you might not know either. So I need you to dig deep and figure out what is it that you bring to the table that nobody else can. Go back and think about all of the compliments you have received from people about what you are good at. I could be organizing, you could be good at relating to people, you are fashionable, you have good makeup skills, you are a kind person who's good with animals. Figure out what you are good at. Oh, my skills and talents aren't that great compared to others. Who told you that? Stop dumbing down your talents. Do you know how many people started a business and didn't know what the heck they were doing? They don't even know anything about a financial risk or how to start a marketing plan. They had $1 and a dream, and now look, we got Elon Musk. You could be the next Elon Musk. No, you could be better. You could be you. Stop setting the bar low. When you fear success, you set the bar so low so you can stay in your comfort zone because you know you can achieve that little goal you set for yourself. You know it's easy. You're comfortable. When you know that you can push just a little bit longer in that workout, but instead you give up when you get a little tired. Instead of pushing past your comfort zone and going for that extra squat, you quit. Oh, I'm tired. It hurts. Stop being average and mediocre. I want you to push past your limits. Look at yourself in the mirror at the gym. I don't care if you have to make the ugliest face possible. I don't care if you have to scream in order to get that last squat in. Those people at the gym who are making all those grunting noises and making all those scary faces, they are the ones pushing past their limits. They are the ones that are going to see results. The ones taking pictures of themselves, talking, focusing more on how their butt looks when they're working out, they aren't going to do anything. They aren't doing anything. They aren't seeing any results. But you have got to get out of your head, because that's what's stopping you. Y'all are going to think I'm crazy for saying this, but you need to hear it. You need to have an out-of-body experience when you move past your comfort zone. I know when I've reached past my comfort zone because I literally black out. My mind stops talking and nobody else is around me. The only thing on my mind is getting what I set out to do. If you ever watched the movie Saw and those people are literally cutting off their leg in order to get out of the trap, they have blacked out at that point. Their mind is no longer processing what's happening because they have one end goal, and that's to survive. You need to get into that mindset. You need to get crazy. Your mind needs to be like, damn, this woman is crazy. Damn, this man is crazy. Are they really about to do this? Yes, you are. And you look at yourself in the mirror and you tell yourself, I don't care if you're uncomfortable. I don't care if you're scared. We are doing it. And once you do that, you know you have reached past your maximum potential. Take action. When you fear success, you often plan ahead a lot, but you have yet to take action. Enough with the planning. You already know what you need to do. You are just scared to take the first step. I'm sorry, but nobody is going to give you the full roadmap to reach your goals. Nobody is going to hand you a step-by-step guide on how to achieve what you want. You have to take some risk and learn as you go. Stop trying to be lazy and take the easy way out by having someone else do the hard work. Do you know how many times people ask me what kind of equipment I have for my YouTube channel, and they don't even know what kind of content they want to make yet, or have yet to hit record on their iPhone, yet they want to go out and spend $1,000 on filming equipment? The type of camera I have is the least of your concern when you have a perfectly good phone in your hand right now. Stop planning for every single risk. No more books, no more how-to videos, because until you take the first step, you really don't know anything. No one in this world knows what you should do. Your family, your boss, your friends, your pastor, they don't know, because nobody has ever lived or is going to live your life. So stop asking people for directions to places they have never been before. You are not going to be perfect on your journey, and you are going to think you look stupid while doing it. Notice how I said you're going to think you look stupid? Yeah, nobody cares or is judging you for trying. And if they are, who cares about those miserable, ugly people anyways? Because at least you're actually trying. I remember before I started my YouTube journey, I didn't care about anything. I just wanted to get started. My lighting was terrible. My eyelashes were all lopsided. I filmed the video on my old iPhone because I couldn't afford to buy a new phone. I didn't care. I was having fun. Theodore Roosevelt once said, the best thing you can do is the right thing. The next best thing you can do is the wrong thing. The worst thing you can do is nothing. You need to get started. I don't care if you don't have all the resources. I don't care if you're broke. I don't care if you don't have a good support system at home. I don't care if you're tired. I don't care about all of your excuses. Just start. Start somewhere. Anywhere. Steve Harvey was homeless and lived in his car for 3 years when he was 30 because all he wanted to do was be a comedian. There are people who lost everyone in their life, lost everything because all they wanted to do was succeed, and they got their dreams. Do you want to start a fashion channel but you think the clothes you have aren't up to the latest trend and you can't afford to buy new ones? Well, there are a lot of people who can't afford to buy new clothes. So there's your target audience right there. Find a way to put an outfit in your closet that looks good without going out and buying new clothes and getting into debt. You want to buy a house but you can't afford it? Then go buy a cheap van or car and live in it for a year or two. Find a truck stop to go shower at before you need to go to work. Oh, no, that's too uncomfortable for you. Well, that's what it takes. You'd rather sleep in your nice, warm, cozy bed in your overly priced luxury apartment, huh? You don't want to eat rice and beans every day for 3 years. You'd rather go to a 5-star restaurant and take pictures of your steak and post it on Instagram so you can flex on the people who don't even like you and prey on your downfall. How you know the universe is testing you is when you have to give something up in order to receive something new. When there comes a time for you to have to give something up, that means the universe is testing if you can let go of what you think you need. So you can sit here and be comfortable with wherever you are now. But don't say in 30, 40, 50 years from now, oh, I should have did this. No. Don't torture yourself now. It's too late at that point. If you wanted to make something of yourself, do it now. Now, the next thing you need to do is set realistic goals. Not easy goals, realistic goals. Break down your larger goals into smaller, more manageable tasks. A lot of people never reach their goals because they write their goals down as action items. For example, you can say, I want to learn a new language. Okay, cool. How are you going to do that? What message are you telling your brain when you say, I'm going to learn a new language? You're saying, I need to do more work. Your brain doesn't want to do more work. It's doing enough. So then you procrastinate and end up not getting your goals accomplished. So what do? Instead of saying, I'm going to learn a new language, you are going to write your goals down for the next 6, 12, or 18 months, however long it's going to take. And you are going to write this in present tense. So in 1 week, I will know what language I am going to learn. In 2 months, I am going to be able to know the basics of the language, like how to say hello or where is the bathroom. In 6 months, I am going to be able to have a full conversation in this language. You also need to do 3 things. 1, you need to make note on how you are going to reach each of these goals. 2, you need to have a deadline for each goal. And 3, you need to work on this goal consistently every single day. Once you do this, you'll be able to achieve your goals without feeling like, oh, I have more work to do. I don't feel like it. I'm procrastinating. Make sure that you are not setting your goals as action items. Next is acknowledge and accept imperfection. You want to know why you always want to be perfect, why you never go after your dreams because you're waiting for the perfect opportunity, waiting to know everything. It's because you fear being judged and criticized for your mistakes. You might have had a parent who had really high expectations for you and were never satisfied no matter how hard you tried. Let me tell you, perfect people don't exist. If there was a perfect person who existed, they would literally be locked up in some science lab to be experimented on because they're literally a unicorn. They don't exist. So if you're sitting around waiting for something to be perfect, it's never going to happen. While you're sitting there working tirelessly on something, trying to make it perfect, make sure every little detail is perfect for you, someone else has already done it and said, you know what, this task is good enough for now, so let me push it out and move to the next. And now they are ahead of you. It's not a flex to be a perfectionist because perfectionists are not the same as high achievers. They are similar, but there are key differences. Perfectionists have a all or nothing mindset where if something is not 100% to their liking, it's seen as a failure. Whereas a high achiever wants to do good things, but they are satisfied with doing a great job even if their goals are not completely met. High achievers take pride in their work, whereas perfectionists only spot mistakes. Perfectionists are more defensive, have low self-esteem, and procrastinate more. So it's not a flex to be a perfectionist. You need to be a high achiever. You need to do the best job that you can do at this moment in time and be satisfied with it. I posted a video and I didn't like how my eyelashes looked and I didn't want to post it, but you know what? That was actually one of my most viewed videos. If I didn't post that video, I would have never got that. Understand that nobody is perfect and setbacks are a natural part of any journey. Avoid setting unrealistic high expectations for yourself. Next is develop a growth mindset. There are 2 different types of mindsets. You can either have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. Someone with a growth mindset views challenges as opportunities. Yes, being successful comes with challenges, but anything worth having is going to be challenging. This life ain't easy, my love. Some of us were not born with silver spoons in our mouths. You got to work for it. Stop sitting here feeling sorry for yourself. Get over yourself. Nobody's going to come and save you from your own demise. You can sit here and be threatened by other people's success, or you can turn that mindset around and be inspired by their success. You can think, wow, this person can do this. That means I can too. They did it. Why can't I? Another person's success does not hinder you from being successful too. There is infinite space for all of us. Very few people worry about other people's success on their way to becoming successful. People who become successful are those who celebrate other people. Confident people aren't threatened by others. When you see another person doing well in life, it should trigger inspiration in you, not insecurity. You are not created to blend in. The odds of you being born is 1 in 400 trillion. The chances of someone having the exact same facial features as you is 1 in 1 trillion. There is nobody who has experienced the same thing in the same way you have. Everyone has their own personality, thoughts, feelings, actions, and reactions, which makes their life and experiences unique. You were not made to blend in. If we were, we would all look the same, dress the same, think the same, behave the same. You were not created to keep a low profile. You are the person that they cannot find twice. Isn't that amazing? There is nobody out there who is like you. Look at you. I will never have another one of you. You're all we got. We need you. You were created with a purpose. You might not be religious, but the Bible says you are a holy nation and God's special possession, and you are called unto good works. The fact that you are still on this earth watching this video means you have not yet accomplished what you were set on this earth to do. And when you decide to be different, the world is going to think you are doing something wrong when actually they are the ones who are wrong. Start dressing how you want. Start saying what you want. Start doing what you want without apologizing for it. Success is hard. You are going to have to push yourself so far past your limits. You are going to have nights where you only had 3 hours of sleep and 5 cups of coffee. You are going to have nights where you want to quit, where it seems like you have tried everything, but you have not seen the fruits of your labor. You are going to want to quit because everyone around you is telling you to, but you won't. You won't quit. You keep going. I don't care if it takes 10, 15, 30 years. You keep going until you get what you want. Because if you don't, and I pray it doesn't get to this point, one day you will be in your dying bed thinking, what if? Thinking, what could have been? What if I had just started? What if I didn't quit when it got hard? What if I didn't take no for an answer? Coulda, shoulda, woulda. And by that time, it's too late. You can't go back. Your life is ending. That's a hard pill to swallow. Start now. Not when you move out of your parents' house, not when you start making a certain amount of money, not when you feel like working out or eating healthy. Oh, I'll wait until Monday. No, right now. Because while you were sitting here wanting to lose weight and get the body you want, there was somebody out there in your same situation who got up and went outside to jog for 20 minutes. While you were sitting here waiting to get your fancy camera equipment or lighting so you can start your podcast or YouTube channel, there was someone out there who took out their iPhone 6 and hit record. While you were sitting here waiting to get money to start that business, there was someone out there working 3 jobs in order to get their business started. The question is, do you want it enough? Is this dream so big that you can't even begin to imagine life without it? The thought of not having it makes you sick to your stomach. Are you hungry for it? There is no plan B or C, it's plan A. You want it, it's there, go get it, but you're afraid. Good, you should be afraid, because a lot of people in this world are playing it safe. They go to school, get good grades, go work for some terrible company with a boss who micromanages them. They go home, watch Netflix, argue with their spouse about money, go to sleep, rinse and repeat until they get to retire at the age of 75. And by that time, they have wasted their life. Screw that, that's not gonna be you. Get up right now and go after your dreams. You have 10 seconds. You're still here? Get up!